Doing today. I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. Okay. Let me put the thumbnail in and we'll be all set on today's stream. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'll set on that. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today? I hope that everyone's having a good. I hope that everyone's having a good Wednesday. Okay. Okay. Okay, Charles, invite me to the business. I play on PS4. I can help you after Charles, Flyer. Okay. What happens after a billion? I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out when I get to a billion. When are you going to reach a billion? Sometime in this month, hopefully. Probably this month. Okay. In Red Dead Online, which business should I get first? Watch my video, Red Dead Online Ultimate Beginner's Guide. I made that pretty recently. That should help you out there. Okay, let's connect into Charles's business here. Okay. Okay. Charles, you shouldn't invite that many people to your MC though when you're selling stuff. You should I would invite like a maximum of 4 to 5 people.
Okay.
Because you don't really need that many people to help you out on that. Yeah, he does have a lot of people. Did somebody post a super chat earlier? I know Squawk. Okay. Let me get on over to this drop. Oh, hello from, I don't understand the super chat. What is my money goal in Red Dead? 100,000, that's my goal. Okay. Okay. Hi, Pro. Today's my birthday. Well, happy birthday, Penguin. Keep up the good work. Thank you. There's new guns in Generation Zero. Well, I'll go and check it out then, Brandon. And thank you, SC Seth, for the super chat. Thank you, man. Hey, how are you? I'm good. How are you, man? Opinions on a new Call of Duty. It had a pretty good single-player campaign, but it was kind of short, 5 hours. The Spec Ops wasn't too bad, but the multiplayer ground war I enjoyed, but the close quarter matches not really, no. Oh, hello, Captain Price. Okay, then, oh, and thank you, Chasseroni, for the super chat. Oh, how did you do that little symbol on the right side? Thank you, Chasseroni, for the super chat. When do you think GTA 6 will come out? Probably the minimum, possibly like 2020 at the end of the year next year. if 2021, 2020, 2021. No, it's not coming out anytime soon. If it comes out next year, it's going to come out all the way at the end of the year. It's not gonna, there's no way it's going to come out anytime soon. Okay. Thank you for all the guides. I know how to play the game and make the most money. Keep it up. Thank you, man. Is the thruster faster than the Mark II? Not really. No. It's pretty close in speed, but you know, if somebody's doing the handbrake trick on the Mark II, they'll beat the thruster in a speed test. Oh, it's called Super Stickers. Okay. I don't really talk about other channels, Captain. I will mention channels that I like, but other channels I don't tend to really talk about. Do I like Best Buy? Well, you know, I've had that Gamers Club. I've had that Gamers Club thing with them for some time, and that, you know, that gives me what, a 20% discount on all new games that come out. But you know, they took that discount out recently. Everybody that's already purchased it has been able to have it, but nobody's able to purchase any more of those anymore. Well, thank you for subscribing, Richard. My PSN is Polish-Mercenary. Are you ever gonna do a Savage review? I don't know. I never did one on the channel, but you know, a lot of people are already used to the Savage, and they know it. So I don't know if I should really do a review on that. Yeah, Gillian Master is a good channel. This isn't that bad of a mission. It's much better in post-op or planes, or garbage trucks even. I know, Paul. I'm gonna leave right after this. Charles, in the future, though, when you're selling an MC, invite like 4 to 5 people, just max, because if you invite more than that, it kind of wastes resources. People that could be helping other people out. Keep up the good work, Patrick. Thank you, TJ. Thank you for the super chat, man. I was trying to get through that, hoping that the guy wouldn't turn, but he did. Okay. Okay, let's get this right down here. Hey, Pro, I hope you're having a good day. Oh, thank you. Call of Duty or Battlefield? Well, I mean, traditionally I preferred the Battlefield games, but, for recently I preferred the new Modern Warfare. Well, if I got trapped in there, that wouldn't have been good. I like you because you don't jump on a big game like Fortnite. Well, thank you. Is GTA cross-platform? No. Do I know about the Navy's Blue Angels flight demo team? I'm not sure what is that, Alvin Dorn. Thank you for the super chat. Charles, I'm gonna leave your MC right after this sale. I'm just gonna help other people out because you just got a bunch of people helping you already. Well, the bikes, I know that had some time in that game, Brandon. Okay. Hello, Rook. I got home really happy to see you streaming today. Oh, thank you, man. No, my friends list is full at the moment, Flyers. Okay, just waiting till he makes that drop there. Do I play Rainbow Six Siege? And, what's that question? It was... And if you do, will you ever do a stream? Yes, I've played the game before. I don't know. Maybe I'll consider doing a stream in the future. Whenever I played Rainbow Six Siege, though, I would normally do Terrorist Hunt. I would play a lot of the co-op. Oh, new machine guns. Okay. Have they added any new quests, Brandon? Have new quests been added? Okay. I don't do 1v1s. I don't really do those. I'm a grinder. I just, you know, I just help people out, help people make money. I don't really do, you know, 1v1s. I'm not really PvP guy. Do I play Fallout 4? I played Fallout 4 before. Oh, it's Blue Angels performs air shows. Well, thank you for the super chat, Alvinor. Okay. What's my crew's name? It's in the description. Ever met a cargo griefer in Red Dead? Red Dead? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. It happened to me. I got shot off of my wagon by this guy, and he threw dynamite at it. So it's happened to me. It has happened to me on that game. But that was the only time I actually saw somebody try to grief cargo. And well, there was a second time, but they actually failed. But I never actually saw. But the second time they were actually trying to steal it. The first guy was just trying to destroy it, just for no reason. Okay, Charles, I'm gonna leave the MC right now, because there's a lot of people that are helping you right now. Can anybody else who needs help invite me? I'll help you out. I gotta say, I'm really loving Red Dead. Despite PC launch having issues, Windows Update fixed my launcher, closed unexpected issue. In the first week I played, I've only encountered one griefer. It's pretty good. Well, thank you, Chess. I'm glad that you enjoy Red Dead. I wish that, consoles had, I wish that consoles would have, access to, single-player mods, like PC. Because they're probably going to add some crazy single-player mods into, Red Dead. I know some people have already done it. Is this the last legendary bounty? Next Tuesday, it's going to be the last legendary bounty, but we don't know anything about it. We don't know what the last legendary bounty is going to be. So I'm really curious what it's going to be. Really curious on that. Did I make a video on how to make money fast at the start? I did. It's called Red Dead Online Ultimate Money Guide. Check that out. That'll help you out a lot. What is the Wall Rider in Outlast? The Wall Rider is this, thing that's, comprised of, millions of nanites put together. It's apparently from another dimension. And it kind of acts like a, parasite where the Wall Rider needs a host in order to be able to move freely around. and that's where the wall rider, what the wall rider is in Outlast. A lot of people they thought that something supernatural, but the wall rider is nothing supernatural. It's not a ghost. It's not. It's a machine technically. Oh, thank you, for the super chat. Thanks, man. People are saying that Red Dead Online is not going to be supported anymore by Rockstar Games. That's nonsense. Rockstar has been investing a lot of time into Red Dead Online, and they have many more plans for the game. There's no way that they're not going to be supporting it. That's nonsense. They are going to support it. Okay, I'm just waiting until people connect into business. Well, Brandon is probably waiting for that. Brandon, could you sell it the moment that people are in the business here? Did I finish all the situations on Rainbow Six Siege? Yes, I did. The situations, those are like those single-player challenges, right? They said that in their earnings call a week ago. Well, I don't know where you're reading this, but I don't believe that. I'll have to research that myself, but I don't believe that Rockstar's going to stop content for Red Dead. They're going to add more content in the future. Okay, this is a pretty easy mission. They said that they would have many more updates coming, not that they're stopping. Oh, okay. I'm sorry then, Squawk. I misread your comment, and I apologize. There's only one person in Charles's MC now? What, did everyone leave the moment I left? Okay, hang on. I'll go back to helping Charles then. I thought that people would stay in there to help him. I just wanted to leave because there was too many people in the MC. I figured I'd help somebody else. Charles, hang on. I'm gonna come back and help you. Okay. Hi, Pro. How are you doing today? I'm doing good today. How are you, man? Pro, are you funded by Rockstar? No. I don't know why I don't know why some people say that. Like, literally, some people like post that on my channel saying that I'm somehow funded by Rockstar and that Rockstar is paying for the content that I produce. That's nonsense. Do you know how many times on this channel I criticize Rockstar? I make videos like criticizing. I literally made a tweet like literally 20 minutes ago just criticizing Rockstar. So I just find that funny that a lot of people accuse me of being paid by Rockstar. It's not true. They are my favorite video game company, I will say that, but that doesn't mean that, I don't criticize them when they mess up, and they have messed up a lot in the past. Okay. I play on PC. I need help in lobbies, Gravis. Well, if anybody needs help on PC, Gravis is posted a super chat there. That's his name on PC. If anyone wants to help him out. And thank you, Pura, for the super chat earlier, and thank you, Chasseruni, for that one also earlier. Rockstar is worse than EA, yet you defend them. I don't know if I would say they're worse than EA. I wouldn't say that. Rockstar does do some pretty bad things also, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't say that they're worse than EA. You should always criticize. Everyone should improve. You're right on that. Okay. I know, Rook. I'm gonna make a video out of that too. Charles, if you need help selling, invite me. I'll help you out. I'm sorry that people left your MC. I thought that they would stay and help you out. But if you need help, invite me. Activision is lowering themselves to EA's level. Yeah, Activision is pretty bad. Hey Pro, I just subscribed. Well, thank you for subscribing, Red Dragon. But the thing is, though, is that I'll tell you something, though, about Rockstar. Is Rockstar has kind of a lot of people, they have like kind of a double standard when it comes to criticizing Rockstar. Because the thing is, though, Rockstar has done some pretty bad things that if EA did the exact same things that Rockstar did, they would be criticized for that. But Rockstar, while they are criticized, they're not criticized as nearly as some other developers and publishers. And I think it's mainly because Rockstar is a developer, not a publisher, but it's, yeah. Charles, can you invite me to your MC? I'll help you out. Okay. Well, look, Brandon, when I have time, I'm gonna get back on Generation Zero and we'll start playing that again. And I have to finish making my review for that game. I never made a review for that game. I gotta do a review on that game too. I should do a review on it. It probably is a good time to do a review because they've added so many updates and so much content to the game. So we'll probably do a idea. Oh, you're selling at the moment. Okay, then I'll help. Then I'll help Gamer then. Damn. Oh, Gamer's thing is full right now? Okay. Okay, if anybody else needs help selling, invite me then. Well, I was gonna be selling this car, but... Well, look, with regards to Rockstar, I have kind of a, where, you know, I love their games. I think that Rockstar are the masters of the open world genre. I don't think that, you know, I'm not comparing RPGs, but like in terms of like open world games where you play like, you know, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, I think that Rockstar are the best at what they do with that. I don't think that there are better developers than them at that. But though, even though Rockstar is good at that, you know, I criticize them when they mess up in things. You know, and probably the number one thing that probably frustrates me about Rockstar is probably their just lack of community support. They just don't really interact with their community. They don't talk to their community. They don't ask them like what kind of content they want to see. They don't ask them what glitches need to be fixed. They don't really do that. And you know, they do have the feedback page, which, don't get me wrong, they have the feedback page, but they don't really reply to people or talk to people. Like, there's other developers out there where they actually talk to people on Twitter. Like, developers will respond to people on Twitter and stuff like that. But Rockstar never does something like that. They never respond to people on Twitter. They never really communicate with their fans. And that's probably the number one thing that frustrates me about them. I mean, like, you look at the last stream that I did. The last stream that I did, like, if you got anybody here was in that last stream that I did, you know, how many times did I get stuck in the clouds? I was stuck in the clouds for half an hour, and I tried to find like 5-7 different lobbies, and I constantly kept getting stuck in the clouds. And I started saying to myself, you know, for Rockstar, a company that has like so much money, they're like one of the richest developers out there. They could easily pay for good servers, but why don't they have good servers on their games? I don't get that. It's like, you know, for a company that it's so rich, has like one of the worst servers available. My favorite character in Fallout 4? I didn't really have that. You know, I played Fallout 4 and I beat it, but I'm not saying Fallout 4 is a terrible game. But I didn't enjoy Fallout 4 as much as Fallout 3. Fallout 3 was probably my favorite game. Fallout New Vegas is my second favorite, and then I'd say Fallout 4 is my third favorite. But you know, I'm not saying Fallout 4 is a bad game. I just didn't enjoy it as much as the previous Fallout games. GTA has good servers. I don't know what you're talking about, how you can possibly say that this game has good servers. If this game has good servers, then why are people constantly getting stuck in the clouds? If this game has good servers, why are people able to do the orbital cannon glitch? You know, it's... No. I don't know where you're getting that logic from. Could you help me after? If you need help, I can help you. Mic specs. Well, the thing is, what I have on my ears right here. This is the HyperX Cloud PS4 headset. This headset I just use for headphones. I don't use to talk, even though I could. What I'm using to talk is this mic that I have connected right here on my table. This is the Blue Yeti microphone. You search that up on Amazon. It's not that you know, it's not that expensive for a microphone. It was like what you know, I mean, it's not cheap. I'm not saying it's cheap, but it's not really expensive either. It's like, I think I got it for a deal like $80, so it wasn't. And the mic's been really good quality too. There are mics that are like worth hundreds of dollars, and yet, you know, Blue Yeti does pretty much very similar service to them. Very good quality on this mic. There's always servers, 1920, even when they're really bad. It's that Rockstar's peer-to-peer hosting. What update do I think will come out next? I don't know what update will come out next, but I will say this. The next update, whatever it is, will probably... I'd say 95% certain. I'm not 100% on this, so don't take my word as fact. But I'm like 95% certain that the next update is going to come out in December. Because, literally, whenever Rockstar always makes a December update, they pretty much release some kind of DLC every December. They do something. And it's usually something major, big. So they're probably next update is probably going to be next month, because it makes sense from a business perspective if you think about it, because you know Rockstar releases a big update like right around the holidays. People are going to get gifts around the holidays. They're going to get money, and they're either going to get GTA as a game. They're going to get, you know, Red Dead possibly. That came out on PC recently, and they're going to want to spend money on shark cards or like gold bars and Red Dead. So you know the holidays are like a perfect time to release an update. It is a really good time to release an update. Like an update in November would make no sense whatsoever. Like it just wouldn't make sense from a business point of view to release something in November. Like November, there's not really much in November. There is Thanksgiving, but there's not really much in November. People are working. There's not really many holidays. So like it's just there's not really much in November. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Musical Memories. You make amazing videos. You should really make a Discord across all platforms so people can help each other out. Messed up, my username is Gravis. Oh, okay, well, if anybody on PC wants to play with Musical, his super chat is right there. And I do have a Discord. It's for, like, you know, people can help each other grind on GTA. It's in the description in my last video. Thanks for all you do for the casual player. No problem, Robert. Will I ever make a game series just for fun? Yeah, I do those a lot. When I do a walkthrough. What game would you like me to do a walkthrough of next? Let me know. Naval DLC, I don't know what it's gonna be. A lot of people are saying Cops and Crooks, but I'm not, you know... I'm not gonna say that's the yes, Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's because Thanksgiving's on a Thursday. It's a day right after Thanksgiving. But I'll tell you though something. Like I've worked in retail, and like over for a few years, for 6 years I'd say. So it's a decent amount of time that I worked in retail, and people in retail are insane on Black Friday. Like there is that is like one of the worst possible days to work, is to work on Black Friday. It's a terrible day to work on because the stores are packed. People make a giant mess. They complain over the smallest things. I saw a video on YouTube where like people were just tackling other people in like a department store over like the last item on the shelf, and I'm like, wow. I take advantage of Black Friday shopping, but you know what I do on Black Friday? I buy online. I buy things online. I don't go to the store. Don't ever go to the store on Black Friday. Always buy stuff online. You can find pretty good deals online as well. It's like you don't want to get into a store where it's all crowded and people are just going crazy in there. Don't. When is your next Red Dead video on stream? I'm gonna try to have a Red Dead video up tomorrow, Jason, and my next Red Dead stream will be this Friday. Do you have an Xbox? I have an Xbox 360, but I haven't played it in years. I was considering, you know, turning on my Xbox 360 and doing a walkthrough of Mercenaries Playground Destruction. That game I have on the Xbox. It was my favorite game on the PS2. I bought the Xbox version because it does have a little bit better graphics than the PS2 version. It runs a little more smoothly. Yeah, my dad was looking to get a new computer and you know, a new laptop because his previous laptop, it's, you know, it's kind of breaking down. It's old. He's had it for like what, 5 years now, and it's glitching out, and you know, even like the what's the thing called? The thing that holds the screen to the keyboard is kind of like snapped, and he had to like take tape and tape that up, and I'm trying to get him a new computer, and he told me that he said that he wants to get it, but I told him just to wait for like Cyber Monday, because that's when you know, you have a good deal on a computer, then you save a lot of money. What are your plans professionally after college? Well, I already graduated college. I graduated college like half a year ago in May. But thank you, Celisar, for the super chat. I wanted to focus mainly on YouTube because it's you know, it's something I enjoy doing. You know, I'm basically fortunate and blessed to be successful on YouTube, and I thank everybody for supporting this channel, because this channel would be nothing without you guys. All
right.
Okay. What vehicle is the best for having fun? Not really the person to ask for that. I don't really do much stunts in this game. Probably one of the funner vehicles I'd say would probably be the, what's it called? The Scramjet. That's probably one of the funner vehicles. You take that thing on like mountains and just boost off. That is kind of fun. Can you play more Red Dead? Yes, I have more Red Dead videos coming up, don't worry. I'm just trying to balance the Red Dead and GTA content because I'm trying to be fair to both games. Okay. Okay, these drops aren't that bad. Do customers ever complain just because they feel like it? Well, I don't work in retail anymore, but when I didn't work in retail, I'll tell you they did. They did. Like, people would complain over really dumb things just to, just so that they would get something. Just so that they would get store credit or something else. Love your content. Hi from Colombia. Well, thank you, thank you, Gago. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I'll tell you something else. I'll give you a perfect example of people complaining and really trying to abuse the system. Basically, what happened was the store that I used to work for, they would give like people like rewards, rewards for shopping a certain amount, And what people would do is they would shop to like that certain amount, but they would shop till like they have like $1 left. So like let's say that they would have to spend like $100 and then they would get like $10 back, right? Well, what people would do is they would spend like $99 exactly, and then they would go to the manager and start complaining, telling them that they want the $10 and that they pretty much spent $100, and they don't qualify for the $10 unless they spent $100 exactly. But they will like complain until they get that $10 saying, oh, I basically spent $100. And then what they'll do is then they'll go back in the store, they'll spend $1 more, and then they'll get another $10, so they'll get $20 back. So people, you know, they will complain, they'll try to figure a way around things. They will, you know, there are people like that. I remember there was this guy who came into the store once, and the guy had like 6 store cards. 6. Like he had a whole keychain with like 6 store cards, and I'm like, what the? And they all belonged to him, and like it was company policy that you're only allowed one card per household. That was the policy. But yet the guy had 6 store cards, and nobody in the store did anything about it. They did nothing. Like that was completely against the policy, but you know, they didn't want the guy to complain, and they did nothing about it. And what the guy would basically do is he would do a transaction, he would get like rewards back, and then he would use those rewards towards a second transaction with the second card, then he'd pull out the 3rd card, the 4th card, the 5th card, and he would basically pay nothing for like everything. Like he would, you know, this guy, like, you know, he was pulling kind of a scam, but you know, the guy really fought it through. He really fought the whole thing through, like everything, and you know, nobody tried to stop the guy. And the guy was a big scumbag. He was a big scumbag. Like, he was rude, and just, the guy was just trying to abuse the system and everything. And, you know, I tried to warn the manager about it, because the guy was rude anyways. And, you know, and the manager did absolutely nothing about it. And then finally, the manager ended up doing something about it, but it was just, ugh. So yeah, people will complain over really stupid things. But it's like I said, the worst complainers that you will ever encounter would be in the restaurant business. If you work in the restaurant business, anybody here work in a restaurant, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You have the worst complainers. Like in retail, you'll have them too, but the worst of them, they'll be in the restaurant business, because they'll complain over the stupidest things there. They'll say, oh, my food's too cold, when your food is not too cold. They'll say, oh, my food wasn't cooked right, when your food was cooked right. This isn't what I ordered, when this is what you ordered. They will complain over like ridiculous things, and the reason they do that is just so they get free food. Basically, people will do that. People will complain just to get free food. Is there going to be an Xmas update? There is always a Christmas holiday update. It's always every year. Hi Patrick, how are you? I'm good. How are you? This old lady wanted hot wings and she said they were too hot. Did you ever encounter shoplifters? Yes. Yes, shoplifters have been, yes, I've seen it happen too. I've never confronted those people because, and you know, I never really confronted those people. Even when I suspected that somebody was doing it, I wouldn't say anything about it because, 2 reasons for that. The first reason is you don't know, you know, I want to be 100% certain that somebody's doing it. I can suspect somebody of doing it. I never, like, really saw somebody do it, like, completely. Like, I suspected that somebody was doing it because somebody would just walk around the store, they wouldn't buy anything, and then they would come in the store the next day, walk around the store, and not buy anything. And they were usually wearing something, like, big, like usually, like, a sweater or something like that. So I would suspect that they were doing it. But, you know, the second reason is because you don't want any kind of confrontation. Because, you know, if you think about it from the employee's perspective, what is the best purchase you've made in GTA Online? Thank you for the super chat, Spitfire. The best purchase I've ever made was the MC businesses. It was one of the best investments I've made because I buy supplies for them, they produce for me, combining them with the nightclub too. But basically what I was saying is you don't want a confrontation because, you know, if you're working in retail, you're getting paid like a little, either minimum wage or you're getting paid a little bit above minimum wage, and you don't want a confrontation because the person that's shoplifting could easily like turn around and just beat you up or even worse. So it's actually happened to one of my coworkers. One of my coworkers, when I still worked there, she actually got assaulted by a customer after she confronted him for shoplifting. So, you know, you ask yourself, you know, is it, even if you catch somebody doing that, is it worth, like, trying to stop them? You know, you get paid minimum wage. Is that actually worth it? It's not really worth it. Did you ever experience a robbery? When I worked in retail, there was never really a robbery, and thank you for subscribing, Sync, but there was I don't know if you would call it shoplifting or a robbery. I guess you could put it as both. But basically what happened was, this was the craziest, story regarding that. This guy, he came into the store with like a black garbage bag. Like he literally ran in the store with a black garbage bag, and I remember I was in the front of the store and I was confused for a second. I was like, what the? Like I just saw the guy just run in the store with a black garbage bag. What's going on here? And the guy like literally went in the cough and cold like section, and he just started shoving like all the cold medicine and all the other stuff in the garbage bag, and he tried to run out the front door. He literally tried to run out the front door with that. So I guess it was kind of a robbery, shoplifting, kind of a combination of both. Because shoplifting is usually supposed to be discreet when people do it, but this guy was doing it in like plain sight and trying to steal everything in the aisle, pretty much. Like he like filled the whole bag up. He like literally knocked everything off the shelf and took it. And he was trying to run out the front door, and one of the people that I work with, she actually grabbed the garbage bag and started pulling it, and they had like basically a tug of war in the front door, and she started screaming for the police, and that was I know that was like the craziest thing. And the thing is, the guy dropped the bag. The guy dropped the bag and he just ran away. Like he just ran out of the parking lot. I don't know why she did that. Why she grabbed the garbage bag. Like that was kind of risky for her doing it, because like the guy could have done anything. Like this guy. And the thing is, the guy was apparently that when the police came in, they said that this guy did it in other stores, and the reason the guy did it in other stores was because all the cold medicine that the guy was stealing was apparently like ingredients for like meth and stuff. So like this guy was like no stranger to this. It was this guy was some kind of criminal that they said. This guy done this before, but that's kind of risky, like a confrontation like that. Okay. Have you ever experienced somebody getting robbed? Not really somebody. Well, the thing is though. Well, yeah, anything could happen, Paul. But the thing is, though, what people don't... why is there no security at your old job? Well, there's two reasons. The first reason is the company didn't feel like they needed it. And the thing is, though, I'm honestly surprised that more bad things didn't happen at that store. Some bad things did happen. Like the worst thing that ever happened was what I said earlier when my coworker got assaulted. That was the worst thing that happened. But and she's okay. She was okay. So don't worry about her. But basically, I was surprised that they never had a security guard at the store. That was like what? Come on. I was like, literally, all these confrontations, all these bad people, crazy people coming in, and like the company is making this much money and they can't really hire a security guard. They did have a security guard for the shopping plaza, but that guy was pretty useless because there was like so many stores in the shopping plaza, like it was huge. And our store is a pretty big store, so there's no way that he's going to be in the store right in the same aisle right when something bad happens. There's no way that he's going to be there when something bad happens. I don't know, Hyper. I don't know why she did that. I didn't ask her why she confronted the guy but one guy in the comments asked me about a robbery earlier, if I ever knew somebody that got robbed. The thing is, what people don't understand is they don't understand the definition of robbery and theft. Theft and robbery is different. Theft is when somebody steals something and you don't see it. When you don't see it, like when somebody leaves their purse and then somebody takes the purse without like somebody else seeing it, that's theft. Now, if somebody would grab the purse from somebody and rip it out of their hands, that is robbery. So when there's a confrontation between a victim and a robber, that is a robbery at that point. When it's somebody's just taking something, that is theft. But anyways, my father, he was actually a victim of car theft because his early car, when I was like a really little kid, I'd say I was like 3 years old, around there, his car got stolen. Like it was just gone. Like I grew up in the city and the car was gone, and he never found it. They never found out what happened to the car. Police never found it. They did arrest this guy for like car thefts, this car theft ring that was in my neighborhood, and police suspected that the guy stole my dad's car. But even if he did steal the car was pretty much done, because the car was like, it was either scrapped or like they completely repainted it and like changed the plates and everything, that the car was never found at that point. A home invasion is a robbery. Well, it's a robbery when somebody is home. Yes, it is a robbery. If nobody is home, then it's a burglary. Keep grinding, man. I'll always support you. Thank you. What is my favorite history lesson? Probably the French Revolution, because of how they tried to, how the revolution started out with good intentions. People wanted a change in France. They wanted to get rid of the aristocracy and the nobility's power. They wanted to get rid of the king. Well, they didn't want to kill him at first, but they just wanted to limit the king's power. Thank you for subscribing, Ahmed. And even though the revolution had good intentions, it ended in disaster, where it basically created a reign of terror, where tons of people were being executed. It was just a really bad time in French history. But yeah, I found the French Revolution to be my most interesting subject to read about. Because like when people think of the French Revolution, they normally think of like psychopaths. They think of like people cutting people's heads off. But the thing is, though, it didn't start out like that. The French Revolution, early on when the French Revolution happened, it didn't happen like that. Like people weren't being beheaded like that. It didn't happen until the Reign of Terror. That's when Robespierre came into the picture. That's when that stuff started happening. The really bad stuff. Thank you for the super chat, Alvinor. Essentially, theft is covert and robbery is overt. Yeah, I guess. Okay, let me get over to this. What did I major in? Law enforcement technology. Where are you from? New York? Respect to you, Mr. Professional, for grinding so hard. I gave up a long time ago. Remember you said you wanted to hit 1 million as a Christmas target. Seems like you will hit that. Congrats. So thank you. They should make a World War II French resistance game. Well, the thing is, they already have. They have made and it's an open world game too. But you help the French resistance, but you don't. The character you play as isn't French. It's called the Saboteur. If you ever heard of that game, you play as an Irish like race car driver in like France during World War II, and like the map is actually pretty big in that game. It's like it's the city of Paris, the whole city of Paris, and then you have like the countryside, and then there's also parts of Germany that you can go to, and basically you're trying to like liberate France and stuff. But and what's actually when you liberate like neighborhoods in that game, the color actually comes back. So it's like the really oppressed places are black and white. Like the game is in black and white, and then when you actually like start liberating the areas, color comes back to the area. Like so the neighborhoods will be black and white, like kind of like the the 1940s 50s feeling. And then it has like a really sad atmosphere, and then you liberate the areas, and then like color comes back to the world. So yeah, if you want to looking for like an open world game like that, look up the Saboteur. Okay. What's better, Modern Warfare or Black Ops 4? Well, I didn't play Black Ops 4, but I'll tell you, I prefer Modern Warfare. I just didn't like the Black Ops 4. I never even played it, but I didn't like the game, what I saw, so I never got it. Well, you get the PS5 when it comes out, of course. What are your thoughts on the Russian Revolution? Well, the Russian Revolution was pretty similar to the French Revolution in how it early started out, because the Russian Revolution is one of those things that's like it's really misrepresented in history and not like taught to the full extent. A lot of people, they assume that the Russian Revolution is they think that it was the communists versus the Tsar, who was a Russian king at the time. And while the communists did fight in it, there's the Russian Revolution, and then there's the Russian Civil War. Now the Tsar was already toppled, and then the Russian Civil War happened. So there was like already a provisional government in Russia. But the thing is, though, is that
you don't want a back rub.
not everyone that fought against the Russian Tsar was a communist. That's the problem. Is there was a lot of people that that wanted a change in Russia and they wanted the Tsar to go, but they didn't. They weren't communists. There was a lot of people that fought for a democracy in Russia. There was a lot of different groups that fought in the Russian Civil War. So it wasn't just the communists versus the Tsar. But what ended up happening was the communists ended up taking over Russia, because there was the Supreme Soviet, which was the communist government, and then right after that there was the provisional government. And the provisional government and the Supreme Soviet, they worked together, but then the Supreme Soviet went against the provisional government, and then they overthrew the provisional government, and then the Tsar ended up getting executed. The Tsar ended up getting executed, and the Tsar's army, they were called the White Army. They tried to retake what was the name of the city? Tsaritsyn, which was later called that city was called later renamed Stalingrad. But they tried to retake Tsaritsyn, and it didn't go well. And that's pretty much where the Russian Civil War ended. The Russian Civil War actually went on until the 1920s. Sometimes there was even some resistance until like the mid-1920s. So that's one of the things that there's people that are like a big misconception is people seem to think that the Russian Revolution was just communists versus like the Russian king, when that's not the case. There's a lot of different groups that were fighting in that civil war. How do you know all of that? I like to read a lot, and history is one of those things that I like to read a lot. And someone take out the last enemy there. Also, everyone vote to kick this guy out of the lobby, the Ray guy, because he's just gonna grief. Oh, there was a super chat? I'm sorry if I didn't see it. You're my favorite YouTuber. Keep on grinding. Thank you. Okay, let's get on over this drop. Very good grinder. Well, thank you. Did I enjoy college? There was parts of college that I definitely enjoyed. Some parts of college I didn't like. Most of the teachers that I had in college I liked. There were some bad teachers, but I liked the majority of people that I had as teachers. Okay, everyone follow me to the last drop. The last drop is going to be at the dam. The Landak Reservoir. Well, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Fearless. Trying to get in this session that would help. Well, you would have to you would have to ask. You would have to add somebody in here, or hey, Pro, what's your favorite seafood? Sushi. Thank you guys for the super chats. I'm starting high school next year. Any tips for a good impression? The best tip that I can give you, and you're probably gonna find this very no, he's not a griefer, Pin. But the best tip that I can give you is for high school, and you're gonna find this very very helpful, is just don't stress out. That's the tip that I can give you. Just don't stress out. If you did good in middle school, do what you're doing in middle school, and you'll be fine. Because the thing is, though, people when they go to high school, they stress out, they get nervous, they're scared that it's like a different building. But the thing is, though, ninth grade is pretty much like an extension of 8th grade. Like there wasn't really much of a difference between like 9th grade and 8th grade. And I actually enjoyed 9th grade. I enjoyed 9th grade a lot more than 8th grade. Like 8th grade, I did not like 8th grade. 8th grade, I had a lot of really bad teachers in 8th grade. There was very unreasonable teachers I had in 8th grade. 9th grade, I liked a lot more. And I enjoyed high school much more than I enjoyed middle school. Middle school was not, it wasn't, I didn't really enjoy middle school that much. Get this guy here. These helicopters. Okay, there's one down. If it's cars, I'm not gonna help you sell import-export cars. That's too risky. Those could get destroyed real easy. I'll go over this story pretty quick, but and some people probably heard me tell this story before, but the reason I didn't enjoy middle school was because I just had a lot of really unreasonable teachers. It was because I also moved, because I went to a different school in 8th grade than I went in 6th and 7th grade, so I was new in that school in 8th grade, and there was this one teacher where I had to write like what was it, like a 2-page assignment for her class, and I had just moved in. I just moved in like a week before actually starting school. And the thing is, I wasn't even in school like the first day of school. I was in school the second day of school because I couldn't go to school the first day because the move-in. But the second day I was actually in school, and she had us like write this like 2-page assignment, and the assignment wasn't that difficult, but it was that she was being really unreasonable with it, because what happened was, I had just moved in. I didn't have my computer on me. My computer was not on me. It was still back at the old house. We still had to get everything, to the new house. And I didn't have a laptop. I only had like a desktop computer. That's the only thing I had. I didn't have access to the computer lab in the school. I couldn't use that. I couldn't use my local library because I didn't have a library card there. Pro, love your videos. Hope Rockstar recognizes your grinding. Thank you, Nitrous, for the super chat. Thank you, man. So look, I had no access to any kind of computer. That's my point. But I still did the assignment. Even though I had no access to the computer, I still did the assignment. I just wrote it by hand. I wrote it by hand, and my handwriting wasn't sloppy. My handwriting was nice print. I wrote it as neatly as possible. I proofread it, and I wrote more than 2 pages. I wrote like 4 to 5 pages on like loose leaf, and I didn't even double space. I literally wrote it like single space, so it was a long assignment. I did double the amount of work that I was supposed to do, and I tried to give it to her, and she told me that she won't accept it. Even though I had like nicely written it out, and I told her like, why won't you accept the assignment? She's like, oh, it's not written by a computer. That's like, it's not, you didn't print it out, you wrote it by hand. And I said to her, but what does it matter? This is the exact same thing I would have written on my computer if I had my computer. I even did more work here. I did the assignment. And then she's like, no, you didn't do the assignment because the assignment states that you had to type it up. You didn't type it up, so you did incomplete assignment. That's what she started telling me. And I'm like, come on, I did all the work. I put all this effort. I tried to get access to a computer, but I didn't have one. And she just was being unreasonable to me, and I was like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. That's what basically I was going for that. This is nonsense. And the thing is, though, I tried to hand it in to her, but she would not take the assignment. She wouldn't take it. And then she gave me a 0 for the assignment, even though I wrote it, and then she actually called my mom and told my mom that I didn't complete the assignment. So it was just, that was just one of the worst teachers I've ever had. I was so annoyed by that. It's so unreasonable. How can you be that unreasonable? Like, that unreasonable as a teacher? Come on. And then the thing is, though, is this teacher would always come in, like, literally 10 minutes late each class, too. So, like, literally, she's going crazy saying, oh, you didn't type up the assignment, you get a 0, you didn't do it correctly, I wrote it by hand, but then she comes 10 minutes to class each time, late. Like, so she's so unreasonable with students, but then look at her. Look at what she's doing. 10 minutes late each time. Like, come on, like, really. Like, that's so unreasonable. And the thing is, my mom was, this was like, you know, this was over, how long ago was this? This was over 11 years ago when this happened. But, and even when this happened, like, you know, 11 years ago, my mom wasn't even pissed off at me. My mom wasn't pissed. My mom understood. Like, I told my mom about the situation early on, and I showed her the work. I showed her what I did, the whole assignment, so my mom didn't get pissed at me. My mom had no ill will towards me for that. But it was just my mom couldn't believe that there was like such an unreasonable teacher like that. It was just ridiculous with that. Does anybody else need help selling? Okay, I'll see you, just. But you know, that's the thing. Some teachers, they won't take any kind of like late. I couldn't go to the library because I didn't have a library card. I tried doing that. I didn't have access to it. I did the whole assignment. I did it by hand, but it was just not a good time there. It was just ridiculous what happened. That situation. I did end up getting a 0 for the assignment. I didn't get anything for the assignment. No credit whatsoever, even though I put a lot of work into it. I still ended up passing the class later on, but you know, that assignment, it hurt me bad that she gave me a 0 for it, because it was like it was like every month she gave us like one assignment, like one big assignment, and that was like that first month's assignment. So it was like and this was a 6-month class, because like I shouldn't even say 6 months. It was like not 6 months. It was like a 4-month class. 4 months. Every 4 months we get a different. We would have a different class, so it would like change to like something else. So I did pass it, but like doing that assignment for that first month, getting a 0 for it, it really did hurt me. I think I ended up passing the class with a C, but still, it was just. So that was only one of the teachers that I had in middle school. I had other unreasonable teachers in middle school. I had some other people that were pretty unreasonable as well. Anybody else need help selling? Invite me. Did the teacher get fired? No. There's not. I think she still works there to this day at that school. I can't confirm, but I think she does. Anyone else need help selling?
Shit!
Pro, can you tell us a bit more about your plans for the future? Also, do you want to change something on YouTube? I mean, that was in 8th grade. That was when that happened, not 9th grade. That's 9th grade I actually enjoyed. But I didn't, I mean, for plans, I don't know. I guess I'll see what happens in future. Thank you, Ira, for the super chat, if I'm reading your, or Lara, for the super chat. Thank you. Okay. I had a teacher that hated me because I sucked at math. Yeah, well, it's pretty bad when a teacher starts picking on you, because it's very hard for them to give you a grade. It's good to be friends with the teacher early on. It's a good idea to do that, but some teachers can be unreasonable. I remember I had this teacher in college who he was really unorganized. And what happened was we had like this message board that we would have like an actual in-class, and then we had like a message board that we had to go on. We had to sign into the school website, and we had to go on that message board, and on that message board we had to like type up like things for the class, like, you know, reply to people and stuff like that. And what happened was the message board was like glitched out. Like, it was glitched out where you couldn't like you could not actually write anything on the message board. You couldn't actually post anything. So like nobody in the class could complete the assignment, and everybody in the class started like emailing the teacher, "Hey, the message board is glitched out. We can't complete the assignment," and everything like that. And then literally he didn't reply to anything. Like, and then like a week later, like it was like on the class was on a Thursday, and then we had the class again on a Tuesday, so it was like almost a week later, came in on a Tuesday, and he started like ranting at the class, saying that, oh, nobody in the class completed the assignment, you all get zeros, and then we started telling him the message board was glitched, and then he's like, what do you mean it's glitched? And then he started saying, oh, why didn't you try to contact me, and all this other stuff, like, but we did try to contact you, you just weren't responding, and he ended up taking away the zeros. He didn't give everybody zeros for that assignment, and we did have a chance to do it again, but that was like an example of just like a teacher that's just really unorganized. But the worst thing that teacher did was literally we had like a paper, like a 5-page paper, and what happened was when we gave him the 5-page paper, he came into class like because he had like this giant folder, and he had like a thousand papers in there. Like it was just such a cramped folder. Like you couldn't find anything in that folder, and he would just carry around that folder everywhere. And I was like, wow. And what happened was we handed in our assignments to him, and I always, whenever I wrote up an assignment, I would always save it as a backup. That's what I always did. I would always save my assignment as a backup in case stuff like this happens. And when we had that assignment, we handed it in to the guy. This exact thing happened, where, he lost the assignments. He literally came into class, and he told the class, oh, I lost the assignments. You guys got to do them again. Like, he wouldn't give people credit for it, and he told people, oh, you guys got to do it again. And, some people in my class, they didn't actually save a copy. They didn't save a copy of the assignment, so they would only write that up. They wouldn't save, and then that's it. I don't know how you could like type up a 5-page paper without saving it. That's what some people in my class did, but some people ended up getting zeros because they didn't save a copy on that assignment, and that was one of the things that happened in that class. And the thing is, though, one of the students, I remember, she confronted the teacher and she told him, do you know Rate My Professors? It's this website where like students rate professors and stuff like that. And he told her, no teacher cares what some website says. That's what he said. So it was, and the thing is, the guy wasn't even rude. Like, he wasn't even really. He was rude occasionally, but he wasn't even like. I've encountered much more rude teachers than him, but he was just really unorganized, and that was the problem. Your teacher would yell at you? Well, no teacher should yell at somebody for making a mistake. A teacher should point out a mistake. Say, you made this mistake. This is how you can improve. That's what the correct thing for a teacher to do. What happened to the teacher's folders? I don't know. I don't know. Have you ever seen a food fight in school? No, never. I've never actually seen a food fight. Back in 2007. Are you selling the business? No, I don't do streams on Saturdays. I do a video on Saturday. Finland? That's a country in Northern Europe. Borders Sweden, Norway, and it borders Russia as well. Okay.
All right.
Okay, this is easy. You got punched in school by your teacher? What? I hope you're not being serious. If you are, literally report that. It's what? Why did you name yourself Polish-Mercenary? Because I'm a Polish-American, and Mercenaries Playground Destruction was my favorite game on the PS2.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Oh, I've seen fights happen, but I haven't ever seen a food fight.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn on the light in a moment. It's just daylight saving time. It was not too long ago, and now every time when it's around 5 p.m., close to 5 p.m., it gets dark. So I'm gonna turn on the lights in a moment. I'll just make this delivery first, and then I'll turn on the light. Yeah, I'll turn the lights on in a moment. Okay. Did I ever get into a fight? No, I didn't get into a fight, but I've been attacked. This kid attacked me from behind once. This was in 7th grade. Hi, Pearl, how are you? I'm good, Taka. How are you, man? Okay. Let's get this here. I wish we could have this mission each time for a bunker. Wouldn't that be nice? How much money do I have right now? About 973 million. A little bit over. I think it's a little bit over 973 million. Yeah. Yeah, 973 million. Oh, 973.5 million I got. Okay, there we go. I've seen teachers get into fights with students and they don't get fired just to leave. Well, it depends. It probably depends on how serious the fight is. But I'll tell you something though. Some really tough, strict teachers are actually some of the best teachers that you can have. Not in every case, but in some cases they are. When I was in middle school, like when I was in 7th grade, what ended up happening was they had like they had like 3 7th grade classrooms. So what would happen is the school that I went, the middle school that I went to, my first middle school, did it differently than the second middle school. The first middle school, how it basically worked is you had 3 classes of each grade. So you had 3 6th grade classes, 3 7th grade classes, 3 8th grade classes, and that class would be those 3 classes would usually have like 30 people in them, and they would be the same like they would be the same group for like each class. So they would have history together, they would have science together, that same class, and their whole schedule will be the same. In my second middle school, it was different, where it was different classes for each one, for each different course. Like some people would be together, but it was different like that. But anyways, the class that I was in 7th grade, it was filled with a lot of, I'd say, bad kids. And it was also filled with like a lot of kids that I wouldn't say were really bad kids, but were just kids that would just try to mess around a lot. And what happened was we had 2 teachers in that class. 2. We were the only class that had 2 teachers, because the class would mess around and it would be anarchy. And basically, what happened was when there was like a meeting, whenever there was a meeting, those 2 teachers, they were strict that we had. They were both really strict. But they, whenever there was a meeting and those 2 teachers were absent and we had like a substitute teacher, it was absolute chaos. Like it was chaos. Like people were doing really dumb things. They were messing around constantly. Something was always going on. And it was that teacher would not be able to get her lesson through, like anything at all, nothing. But whenever those 2 strict teachers were there, the class would be on their best behavior. But whenever they weren't there, it was absolute chaos. So sometimes you need a really strict teacher. That's the point of the story. It depends on the situation. Too strict is not a good thing either. Too strict can be bad also, but it just showed that like it was absolute chaos in that class when those two teachers were not there. There was something always going wrong. And I remember once when I was I remember once when in middle school, what happened was the entire like school would pretty much, most of the school at least, had recess all together. So everybody would have recess all together, and this was like a school which was like, it was comprised, it was both elementary and middle school, so it was one big school together. And the elementary school, they would have their recess in like this small playground, and then the middle school students wouldn't be allowed to go in there, and then you'd have like the middle school, like the middle school would have like the biggest like lot for like it would be like a playground, but it was like this pretty big place. Like people could play like kickball, or they could play like basketball, like things like that. People would just walk around, they would sit down. Oftentimes, this was before people had smartphones, so oftentimes we would just chat with each other. But basically, what happened was there was like this big steel door that everybody would go through. So when recess would end, everybody would line up before recess. We wouldn't all go in, like people wouldn't just all go in when the bell thing. We would all line up first. Everybody would line up, and then we'd all go in together when after the bell rung. So basically be out there for another minute all lining up. And what ended up happening was this one kid, and he actually fought this out. He fought this through. He planned the whole thing out. But basically he knew the schedule. He knew when like the bell would ring, how it would work. And what he did was, the second the bell rang, he literally ran towards the steel door and he shut the door. And what basically happens is, when that steel door is shut, you can't open it from the outside. You can only open it from the inside. It's automatically locked, automatic lock. And he basically, as a prank, he locked the whole school outside. It was and it was kind of funny too. I'll admit, I was laughing when it happened too. It was kind of funny. The whole school is outside, and I didn't mind because we were literally missing like we had math next, and I didn't like math, so we missed like half an hour of math. So it was kind of funny. But the thing is though, he actually got away with it. Like they didn't catch him. They did not catch him. And the thing is though, everybody pretty much knew who it was. Everybody knew who did it. Everybody knew what kid did it, but nobody actually told the teacher. Nobody snitched on him. Nobody actually told the teacher who did it, which was he. So he got away with locking the whole school out. And the thing is though, is some of the teachers were pretty dumb too, because one of my friends, he told the teacher, we could just walk around towards the front door. We could just walk around the school and go in through the front door. It's not a big deal, because the front door, you could open it from the outside. And then what happened was, literally, the teachers were like, no, we can't do that. That's against school policy, which that was just, you can't do that because it's against school policy. I don't understand what's against school policy, just walking around the front of the school. But the story gets even better. The story gets better because the next recess, he did the exact same thing again. He did it, and this time he did it with his friend. They locked everybody out. And then he did it a third time too, and he got away with it all 3 times. I can't believe that he got away with it, that he didn't get caught for that. He did it 3 times where he locked the school out, and after the 3rd time, they actually had people near the doors. They would always have people near the doors to make sure that it didn't happen. They would always have a teacher standing near the door to make sure that nobody would get locked out. But I remember that was like one of the best moments in middle school, because it was really funny. It was really, really funny. The whole school got locked out. But, we did get punished, though. We did get punished for it, even though, like, it was just, like, 1 or 2 kids that were doing it. The class got punished. Because what happened was, when we went to the next class, we pissed the teacher off. Like, the class pissed the teacher off. And the teacher said that we're all late. We were late. But we started telling the teacher we were late because we got locked out. We couldn't come into class. That's why we were late for class. And the teacher started saying, well, who's doing it? Who's locking you out? And nobody in the class said who it was that was locking them out. And the teacher got kind of annoyed. But so the whole class, like all 30 of us, got latenesses for that. But it was nobody in the whole class. Every single person in that class knew exactly who locked everybody out, but nobody did said anything. And it was kind of funny. They couldn't figure it out. But you'd think that the first time, okay, he gets away with locking the whole school out. The first time he gets away with it. The second time he gets away with it, and the third time that they didn't catch him. So that was out of all the middle school moments, I'd say that was like the funniest middle school moment I've ever had, when the whole school got locked out. It was hilarious. We got locked out for 30 minutes. The second time we got locked out for like 20 minutes. Third time we got locked out for 15 minutes, but it was still pretty funny. It was really funny. We got stuck in outside, and nobody minded it. Nobody got pissed off or anything, because like, you know, we're seventh grade kids at that time when that happened. So like everybody just wants to sit outside. You waste class time. You don't do anything in class. You can sit out here, talk with your friends for another 30 minutes. So people didn't mind it. People were like, yeah, you know. And thank you for the super chat. What business should I buy before nightclub? I only have a bunker and one large crate warehouse so far. What business should I buy before nightclub? I only have a bunker. You should buy the MC businesses before you buy that. Get the nightclub last. And thank you also, who is this here? Thank you, Dixie. Hi, Pro. Took your advice and moved from Polito to Chumash. Got fed up with never making the last noon FAV arms drop off. Well, I'm glad that you changed the location. That was, Yeah, I know. I'm in a black screen. I'm gonna try to get out of this in a moment, but I'm just hoping it connects me, because sometimes it will connect after like waiting for some time. It will connect. That's why I'm just waiting here, because it is a good lobby. The lobby that we're in is a good lobby, so I don't want to have to leave if I don't have to. You're freezing from what, Yorker? When do you think GTA 6 will come out? I wouldn't ask about those GTA 6 questions anymore, but probably at the end of 2020 or 2021. Okay. My teacher said people stole money from her, and later on she found it and didn't even apologize. Yeah, that actually happened with one of my friends. One of my friends, he was in this class. He was in this class, and what happened was he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I know for a fact he didn't do it, because then they ended up catching the person later on that actually did it, but he got blamed for it. He didn't even get an apology for it. He did not get an apology for it. But basically what happened was he was in this smaller class. It was a reading class, and it was for a small group of students. I think there was only like 10 students in the class, so it was a pretty small class. What happened was the teacher had her purse on the table, and apparently somebody stole like $200 from her purse. And what happened was he had another class after that, and he was actually going to the bathroom, and he was just walking down the hallway, and the door just happened to be open in that class. He didn't walk in the class, but the door happened to be open, and he walked past the class, and the teacher said, "Oh, you were here when this happened. You did it." So she automatically like thought he did it when he didn't do it, and he started saying, "Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't take the $200." But that was what the teacher was assuming. And then later on, they actually found the actual person that did it. It was this other kid that did it. I knew the other kid that did it. I didn't know he did it. I didn't think I was actually surprised that kid did it, because normally that kid was a good kid. He didn't really cause problems, so I was surprised that other kid took the $200. But he did take the $200, and he got blamed for it. That other guy got blamed for it. He did not get an apology for it. Nothing. Didn't get an apology for it. That was kind of messed up when that happened. He didn't get an apology for it. What's your occupation? I do YouTube mostly. What happened to the kid that took the money? I don't know what happened to him. I know the cops came to the school. The cops did come to the school. This was in 8th grade when this happened. So the cops came to the school, and I think the cops actually took him away, but I don't think they arrested him. I think they might have given him some kind of warning, or I don't know what happened to him. Because I didn't see him for a few months after that. So I don't know what happened to him after that, but I don't think it's really jail, because it's an 8th grader when this happened. So I don't think they're gonna take an 8th grader to jail, but what is the worst thing that you did in school? I don't think I can really think of anything, because I didn't really do any bad things. I didn't snitch on people, but I was I just minded my own business. If somebody wasn't bothering me, I wouldn't bother them and get into their business. I just ignored things that were happening. Like I didn't really do anything bad in school. Not that I can think. If I can think of something, I'll say it, but I can't really think of anything bad that I did. Okay. Is the APC worth it? Yes. But I would get the APC, as a later vehicle, because the APC is a team vehicle. If you have like a friend that can get in your gunner, then get it. If you don't, then don't. Okay, did anybody else in my lobby connect into this business that I'm stuck, because I'm stuck in this black screen right now. Did anybody else in my lobby connect into this business? Anyone else connect into it? Anyone else in? Because I can't really see any messages even right now. Is anyone? If anyone's on my stream that's in the lobby, tell me if you connected into the business. Use the party trick. What do you mean party trick? 19. Do you think in Red Dead Redemption 2 they should add a train robber role where you can choose to rob a passenger train for money and collectibles or a cargo train for tonics and supplies? That would be nice. Okay. Okay. Wait, Lewis, you connected into the business? You loaded in, so why am I not loading in? TJ, who is selling the business right now? Who is the one that's selling right now? Who is selling? Who am I helping right now? Whose business am I helping to sell? Is it you, TJ? Okay, TJ is selling. Okay, TJ, could you always set Caesar? Who? Caesar? Okay. Caesar, could you leave the lobby, please? Leave the lobby, or disband the MC. Maybe that'll unglitch me and get me unstuck. And somebody said something about a party trick. What were you talking about? A party trick earlier. I hope I'll if I have to find another session, I'll find another session. I hope I don't have to though. I hope I can just connect in. I'm just waiting because sometimes it takes me like 10 minutes to connect, but I connected because this is a really good lobby that I'm in right now. So I don't want to I don't want to find a new lobby if I don't have to. Why are you dodging questions about joining the crew? I'm not dodging questions. It seems like it seemed like you were dodging my story because I was telling a bunch of stories earlier, and I'm not gonna interrupt my story just to start answering other questions. If I'm gonna tell my story, I'm gonna finish my story. You should wait until after, and then I'll answer your questions. I found a cheater on GTA, and he was using the orbital cannon every time killing the player in the lobby, like at least each 10 seconds. This was recent. Was this recent? Because Rockstar, I know they fixed the, apparently they, at least according to them, they fixed the automatic orbital cannon glitch, but, well, you were saying that I wasn't listening to you. Well, that, okay, okay, Next day patched it pro, I thought. Oh, he did it like 10 minutes ago? Then I guess it's not fixed then. Then I guess that automatic orbital cannon thing's not fixed. Did Caesar leave the session, or did he disband the MC? Did he? Does anyone in the lobby know? Okay. Let's see. Oh, he started the sale? Well, maybe when he finishes the sale, I'll get unglitched. What kind of sale is it, TJ? What is it? What kind of mission is it? Yes, I think they should let you rob. I don't know about robbing stores. I don't think they should let you rob stores because if they let you rob stores, that's basically going to make the stores useless, and then people are going to try to go to the store to buy things, and they're not going to be able to buy them because people rob them. So I wouldn't do that because like every store would be like robbed around the map if they allowed. Oh, it's monster trucks. Okay. Are you almost done though, TJ, with the sale? I'll wait until they're finished with the sale. Hopefully that'll unglitch me. If that doesn't, I'll just have to find a new session then. That's just Charles, are you still in the party here? Sale just finished, okay. What's that? What's that beep? Am I about to... What? What? Look at this. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about for Rockstars. I get kicked from the session for being idle for too long, but I'm stuck in a black screen for over 15 minutes. So I get kicked from the session for being idle when I'm stuck in a black screen. So let me get this straight. I'm being kicked from the session because Rockstar's loading is too long. Oh man. Okay, hang on, TJ. I'm gonna try to rejoin you. Hang on a second, TJ. If you could stay in that lobby or send me an invite to Charles, I'll try to get back in there. That is ridiculous. That is just ridiculous right there. I'm literally stuck in a black screen for 15 minutes. I'm waiting for the thing to unglitch itself, and then I get kicked. I get kicked out for something that's not even my fault. Kai Pro, almost at 1 billion. Keep it up. Well, thank you, Mr. For the super chat. Thank you, man. But that's man. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try. TJ, if you could stay in that lobby and send me an invite, I'll try to get back in there. Let's see what kind of. Well, this lobby is kind of full right here. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna try to rejoin that same lobby. Hopefully, I can get back in there because I know there's people I was helping. Okay, let's see here. Hopefully, I don't get stuck in the screen now. Okay. Okay, I'm joining back. If they want me to play in that lobby, people shouldn't leave that lobby because I'll just get back in there. Have you ever had to kill someone with the orbital cannon? The last time I killed someone with the... Oh, it's full of players. Want to join a queue? I guess we'll join a queue. The last time I actually killed someone with the orbital cannon, I can't even remember. That was years ago when I actually used that thing. Maybe not even years ago. Maybe like a year ago. I think I remember it now. Last time I killed someone with an orbital cannon was September 2018 when that happened. And the reason I killed someone with the orbital cannon was because it was my friend. I was recording a video with my friend. It was a video titled like a top 5 like tips to like avoid the orbital cannon. That was like a video I made over a year ago, and I did orbital him on that video just to show one thing in the video. But I paid for it. I didn't glitch it. I actually paid for it, which most people in this game don't do. They don't pay for it. They glitch it. My teacher screamed at me because I was helping a friend of mine with his homework. The teacher shouldn't be screaming at you for something like that. If you're giving him answers, I can see why the teacher would get mad, but not to scream. But if you're just helping him, giving him tips, that shouldn't be something a teacher should scream at. Pro, why are you in the clouds? Ask Rockstar on their terrible servers. You're about to hit 1 billion. What's your plan after the goal? I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out then. Yes, I did get that trophy, Lester. Okay, hopefully I connect in here now. TJ, is that lobby full that you're in? Okay, I think I'm gonna have to suspend my app. I'm getting stuck in the clouds here again. Ugh. Oh, it's at 29 people now. That lobby's probably gonna get full. Okay, hang on. I'm stuck in the clouds right now. There's no way I'm gonna get out of this right now. I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna suspend the app so I can get back in a new session. Applications. One moment here, everyone. Yeah, World of Warcraft is a pretty old game. Okay. Have you ever heard of the game Ark Survival Evolved? Yes. One of my friends is big into that game. He plays that game a lot. Isn't that the game where you like fight dinosaurs and like other like crazy monsters? I think that's what Ark is. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what Ark is. Okay. Okay, hopefully now I actually connect in. You know what would be really funny if Rockstar did a GTA Online stream, and when they did their GTA Online stream, they actually got stuck in the clouds and they couldn't play anything. That would actually show like what their servers on their game are like. What was the biggest waste of money in GTA? Probably the Luxor or Swift Deluxe, also the Laser Jet. Okay, I guess I'll if anybody wants to join me, and I guess I'll stay in this lobby because I was just planning on selling my businesses anyways, but. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Marcus. How are you, man? Do you think Sea of Thieves would ever come to PS4, so would you play it? I don't know, because Sea of Thieves is kind of cartoony. You know, I want an open-world pirate game, but I want a brutal, violent open-world pirate game. Like something like Red Dead Redemption, but you know, set in the, you know, the early, you know, 18th century, set in the Caribbean, something like that, you know. Maybe something like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but more realistic. Something like that. Like, I'd like to see a game like that. And the thing is, they are making like a pirate game that's like has like similar combat to like Black Flag, but I'm not interested in that game. And the reason I'm not interested is because that game has like no like actual like sword or like gun combat. It's just like boat combat. Like you can tell people on your ship to like jump off, and like I forget the name of what's the name of the game? People in chat probably know what I'm talking about. It's like a pirate game that's coming out not too long from now. It looks similar to Assassin's Creed, but it's just pirate focused. And I mean, I wish that there was some kind of like actual like sword and gun combat, because when I play a pirate game, I don't want just ships. I want also sword and gun combat. I want to be able to explore islands and stuff like that. I don't want just ships. So like that's like if they make a pirate game like, you know, ships and like exploring islands, being able to go on foot, using like muskets and being able to like use swords, then yeah, I'll play it. But if it's just like ships, I'm not really gonna play that. Not really a fan on that. I know. Someone should join the stream and use a. No, don't promote glitches, Alvador. But thank you for the super chat. Skull and Bones, that's the name of the game. Okay, yeah. It's like, I don't understand, like, why can't they add, like, an actual, actual, like, combat system? I understand having ship combat, but, you know, it's just, they should have some kind of sword and, like, gun combat also. Okay. 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 I don't know why they think it's a waste of time. I like games that are set in the past. I like historical games. I'm not... I'd much rather play a game set in the past than play a game set in the future. What's my favorite mission for Ace Combat 7? Good question. My favorite mission in Ace Combat 7 would have to be the, I don't even know the name of the mission, but I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. It's the mission in the Arctic, when you're destroying all the Erusian oil rigs, when you, like, surprise the Erusian fleet in the Arctic, and you blow up all their oil rigs. It's before the assault on Farbanti. It's that one. Forget the name of it. You can just blow up the whole oil platforms. Those things, I like that one. What do I think about Assassin's Creed Kingdom? What, they're making a new game? And what is Assassin's Creed Kingdom set in? What is that, medieval now? They should make a medieval Assassin's Creed game, and they should set that in the Holy Roman Empire. They should, during the Dark Ages. Because they did France, they did Britain, they should do the Holy Roman Empire, which is like a collection of, like, German states at the time, like during the medieval ages, so they should do that. And they do it during the Dark Ages, like, you know, when there's like you know, the Black Plague, and they could like tie in, like, the Assassin's Creed, like, lore into that, like somebody, like one of the Templars or something like that was messing with the one of the pieces of Eden, and that caused the Black Plague. Like, they could tie that into the story. Is there, like, a trailer shown for this game? What, it's like a Viking game? What, is there a trailer for this game? Well, I'm aware of it. Oh, he's in here? Okay. Well, it was unfortunate. It was gonna happen eventually. They were gonna get in. Okay. Where are they? I don't see anything here. Okay. No, I'm not into games like Fortnite. They're just not for me. Paul, could you get one of the boats? Hang on. Paul and Squawk, if you guys could go get the boats, and I'll help in a moment here. Bro, what should I get? A meth business or a nightclub? Get the best meth business first. You could go, Paul. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Squawk, could you get the other one? Okay. Okay, 1920. Why do I use the jetpack? Because it's pretty easy to get around the map with it. Yeah, I see that. Well, if he's friendly, then to leave the facility, but he's probably not going to do that. Okay. Okay. Have you got the GTA 5 Platinum? I have it on PS3 and on PS4. And Paul, when you're done with that sale, can you come on over to me? Okay. Okay. Do I know about the Mexican Revolution? A little bit about it.
I take it this isn't a social call. Okay, but only for a minute.
Oh, I know 19. Yeah, I knew it. Didn't make it there. It's fine, guys. Made the majority of the drops. Loser's probably gonna leave the lobby anyways. I still get the bonus from the boats, so it's fine, yeah. I made the bonus back, it's good. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I knew it because, you know, the easiest, you know, when somebody tells you that they're friendly like that, and they're still sitting in the facility, that's when you know that he's not friendly. 'Cause I told him he's friendly, leave the facility, but, you know, just... Oh no, I knew that guy was a griefer. I knew he was hostile. There's no stabbing in the back because I knew he was already what that person was doing. I was just trying to make it to the boathouse, but I didn't make it in time, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, well, he's dumb. There's nothing else you can really say about that 1920 guy. Doesn't really think things through. He joins the lobby and then sends me a message, I'm friendly. He doesn't think that that's just not suspicious at all. No, it's fine. It's not a big deal, Paul. It's not a big deal. The bonus made up the difference. I didn't really lose any money on that sale. The only money I lost was the bonus, but it was pretty much I got the original money. I pretty much got that back. Okay, that was that one. Okay. Yeah, I'll sell it. I'll sell it a little bit. Well, this place is still producing. Still has a little bit to go. Okay. You rock, bro. Thank you. Yeah, sure, TJ. God. Tell us some stories so I can think of something. I'll tell it. My rarest platinum. Maybe GTA 4. Not too many people have the GTA 4 platinum. Are you going to get the world record for having the most money legitimately on GTA? No, because somebody probably has more money than me. I know a few people have told me there's other people that have more money. And TJ, he has more money than me, and I know he grinded that legitimately. So, no, I'm not going to get any kind of record for having the most legitimate cash, but I'm definitely up there. I'm considering seeing the Midway movie too, but I'm a little concerned for it. There's no cheat codes in online. Why are Rockstar servers so bad? I guess they just don't feel like They don't feel like paying for it. Better servers. Okay, this is gonna be an ambush.
What's up, pal?
No, I'm not sick, I'm fine. I gotta get over this drop, and this is gonna be an ambush on this one, so this is not gonna be, it's gonna take us to some other location.
Are you beating off? Because I'm not. But I might start.
Well, it was stuck in the cloud screen, Pyro. That's just why I didn't. It's just I wasn't gonna really connect in there. It's fine. Of course. It's gonna come in back again. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Make the other 3 drops, so I'll get the bonus back. Yeah. TJ, are you still in that old lobby by any chance? Okay, hang on. Yeah, definitely a loser. Okay. Okay. Don't go up there. It's an ambush. Hang on. Oh, TJ, no, TJ's in my session. What am I even saying? Asking him on that. Okay.
Hey, how can I help? Okay, so you're in serious trouble, and you need my help. Okay, okay.
My favorite character in Ace Combat 7? Don't know if I really have one. Okay. I don't really chat in my parties on streams, but I appreciate it, Pyro. But it's not. Don't worry about it. I'm done. Almost done selling here. How can you tell which mission you're getting? If LJT says what's it called? He says we're gonna make this sale, then that's pretty much that is pretty much going to be an ambush. There's always an ambush when he says that. I don't know, 19. Oh, how many people are in here right now? I think it's full. I would like to see Paul, what's happening? Still over there, but okay. Play The Last of Us 2 when it comes out. I might consider that one. Hey Pro, can you do a stream Friday night for grinding? Yeah, I will. I'm gonna be streaming Red Dead Online on Friday. I'll probably be grinding to 30,000 on that. It'll be a good one. Yo, 30,000 is a lot in Red Dead Online. If you could remove anything on GTA Online, what would it be? Orbital Cannon? There's no purpose for that thing being in the game. I hope you're joking when you say you bought Fallout first. You're rank 853 in Red Dead. Are you serious, Brian? Because that's a very high rank to be, if you actually are that rank. Yeah, see, bonus made up the difference. I didn't lose any money there. Hybrid vehicles, what do you mean by that? Did I like the Red Dead Redemption 2 story? I did. When am I gonna hit 1 billion? This month. You played the first Red Dead when it first came out? Hmm. Hey, Pro, your streams are so chill. Thank you, Danny.
Okay. Why, hello. How you doing? How can I help?
How much time have you spent on GTA? I'll check in a little bit. You have 100% completion to Red Dead. Congratulations to you on that. That's a pretty big challenge to complete. I didn't get around 100% completion. I do want to get that though. 100% completion.
Hello, is anybody there? I'm tracking this call, you know.
Hello, Stefo.
Okay then. Wow. Weirdo.
Pro, create a Red Dead Redemption 2 PS4 community. I think I'll just keep that in my regular community because it's going to be a little complicated to manage both. Sometimes I'll post Red Dead things in the community and people are able to party up in there too. Yes, I moved from Landak Reservoir almost a year now. I got some extra money there for the weed too. 331,000. I guess then. I'm a Polish American, yes. And if you guys are enjoying my stream, drop a like on it. Help me get up to 1,000 likes. If you guys are enjoying it. Okay. Might as well buy supplies for this place now. Okay. Okay. Hang on, I'll ride with you on this. Sure we don't have an incident. I'll drive and I guess I'll activate it first. TJ, get in the truck with me, please. TJ? Okay.
I'm guessing you don't want a back rub.
Okay,
How
Paul,
can I help?
then. Okay. Oh, he's back. Paul, activate off the radar, then.
Okay, some other time.
It's the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. I knew he was gonna join back. Off radar doesn't hide product. It does from the orbital cannon, though. A loser joined back. Red Dead stream on Friday? Yes. Red Dead stream on Friday. You're awesome. Keep it up. Thank you, Marcus. I don't know why my off the radar wasn't even working there, but are you a trophy hunter? I go for trophies when I get the chance, yeah. Okay, TJ. Well, I can't, Gamer Beast, because you're in a you're in an MC, so I can't invite you. A Savage Cannon on a Nakula? I think that would be kind of overpowered if they did that. Okay. Yeah, I know he's trying to join back. Yeah, well, people like that do give the game a bad name, especially the orbital cannons. Okay, he joined in. This is what I was waiting for right here. Everybody, you seen what he did? Everybody that's in my lobby, put a report on him and do it on other, and write orbital cannon glitch. You guys seen, if you don't want to do the report, it's fine, but I'd appreciate everyone put one through, because you guys seen what he did. Everyone see you guys seen what he did with the orbital cannon earlier. Just 2 times. And every single time they join the lobby, guys, just put them other and just write orbital cannon glitch. Just write that. And I'll also try to submit a ticket about this to Rockstar, about their PSNs too. If they get though, we'll see if they get banned though, because Rockstar started banning people for doing money glitches. So wonder now if people start reporting for people doing the orbital cannon glitch, if they're gonna get banned too. Okay. Yes, Vic Vance wouldn't have betrayed, well, you know, it's worth a shot, Jason. Vic Vance wouldn't have betrayed, Tommy. He wouldn't have done that. Okay. It's orbital cannon glitch is when they can fire the orbital cannon and then they can leave the session and they can do it again. Okay. Let me appear offline here. I'm gonna join a new session. This guy's desperate to orbital me. It's like, honestly, what a loser. Just follow me lobby to lobby. It's just, I can't. At least somebody has to be that desperate. What DLC would I delete? Well, I wouldn't delete any DLC. I would delete part of a DLC. I'd delete the orbital cannon if I could. That stupid cannon has broken this game. Okay. It's still, I don't think they should add stuff like that to the game. Why did Salvatore betray Claude in GTA 3? Well, he did that because Maria had told Salvatore that she and Claude were in a relationship. And that's why Salvatore did that, so it's mostly Maria's fault. Damn, Martin's invites. Okay. No, you can ask me Red Dead questions, it's fine. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Oh, thank you, Josh. Hey, how are you? I'm good, Josh. Thank you, man. How are you, Josh? Thank you for the super chat, Josh. I really appreciate it. Thank you, man. And the question was to save it for the bigger cell wagon or save it for the wagon to haul more to camp. You mean the trader wagon. You should get the trader wagon early on because it'll help you out. Okay, let me invite Paul here. Okay. Do I ever play on the Xbox? Not really, no. If,
You doing this?
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need somebody to watch the, got the same exact mission again. Okay, Paul, can you ride with me? I got an idea. And Paul, can you watch the, watch for orbital cannons? If you see that guy spawn in, just text me immediately in the game. Okay.
Come on now.
Okay, Paul,
No problem.
Paul, listen to me
I'll
now.
signal for 1 minute.
The moment that my off-the-radar expires, you activate it. The second that this thing expires, okay? I told a bunch of school stories earlier. Okay, thank you for that, Paul. Okay. It's one way to get around that stupid orbital cannon. There we go. Okay, made the delivery. Okay. Good work on that, okay. We've hit the goal, 975 million. Thank you guys for helping me sell that. Well, I sold everything already, Casper. Thank you guys for helping me sell that. I do appreciate it. If you guys, I guess I'll be wrapping up the stream here, hit the goal. But, if you guys enjoyed my stream, I mean, drop a like on it if you guys enjoyed it. Help me get up to 1,100 likes. And if you're new to my channel and enjoy my content, subscribe. I will still stick around for a few minutes, answer any questions people might have. So people want to ask me any questions, I will still answer them for a few minutes here. Thank you, TJ.
Hey, baby,
Thank you, everyone who liked.
No thanks, gorgeous.
Well, thank you, Saucer. Why was there never a San Andreas story? Probably too big for the PSP to handle.
I bet you can show me a thing or two. How about it, honey?
I'll consider it in the future, Miku. Bro, I can't believe you're about to hit 1 billion legitimately. Been watching since about 50 million. Congratulations. Thank you, Frankie. You would have to message the commissioner's secret. If it's PMSA, message him through Social Club, but the other commissioners you can message through PSN or Social Club, but PMSA you need to message through Social Club secret. Okay. Hey Pro, is the Lament revolver good in Red Dead Online? Yeah, it's a good revolver. Okay. What's the best way to get around the map, the oppressor? Yes, the crew is full. Hello, Josh. Do you collab with any other YouTubers? Not really. I made a few videos with other YouTubers, but not much. I did do kind of a collab with Gilly Master a little, not too long ago. I did it's the casino rig video, and I used footage from one of his videos. He gave me permission to use that. Okay, I'll see Alexi. Was it hard starting in YouTube? Yeah, it was pretty hard. You know, the first year and a half of, you know, doing YouTube, that didn't really do that well. Maybe like 300 subs. But then when I started doing GTA content, when new updates came out, a lot of people like started watching my videos and they enjoyed them, and that's where my channel took off.
Okay, I gotta go.
Why is Orbital Ken in the game? I don't know. I wish I knew. How much time have I spent on GTA 5? Like over 420 something days. Hi bro, can you help me sell my crates? Well, not right now. I'm about to wrap up the stream, but I guess I'm gonna be going here, guys. I will try to have a video up for you guys tomorrow. Thank you everyone again for watching, and I hope that you guys enjoyed my stream. And again, if you did, drop a like. If you're new to my channel, enjoy my content, then subscribe. And Red Dragon asked me, is the Avenger worth it? Better to get the Avenger than the MOC in my opinion. But thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.